I'm a 32-year-old woman, and for as long as I can remember, my family has treated my home like it's a free hotel. It started innocently, as these things often do. I moved into my own place about 6 years ago, and from the beginning, I wanted it to feel open and welcoming. Family could stop by, stay a night or two if they needed, and I didn't think too much of it. I was in a decent financial spot, and it felt good to have a space where people could feel comfortable. But over the years, my house somehow transformed into a full-blown family retreat. My mom, especially, has always been the biggest cheerleader for family gatherings. She's the type who believes family should always stick together, no matter what. Her idea of family bonding often means big dinners, lots of time together, and barely any sense of personal space. So she started encouraging siblings, cousins, even my parents' friends, to stop by my place whenever they felt like it. It's just a quick visit, she'd say, and it's good for everyone to be close. At first, it was manageable. Visits would be short, and I tried to make it work. But gradually, the frequency and length of these stays began to escalate. My siblings, who live in smaller apartments and have their own space issues, started popping by without much notice, bringing their kids along, or worse, inviting their friends for a weekend getaway. It wasn't just a couple of nights here and there anymore. It was weekend after weekend of a packed house. I barely had time to myself, and my quiet, cozy home turned into a chaotic family hub, with people coming and going as they pleased. There was one specific weekend that stands out in my mind. I had just come home from a long week at my new job, a role that's a major step up for me and demands a lot more focus and time. And the moment I walked in, I could see the entire family had practically taken over. Not only were all the guest rooms occupied, but there were people lounging on my couch, snacks all over my coffee table, and toys scattered everywhere. My fridge, stocked up for the week, was practically empty, and nobody seemed to even notice. When I found my favorite coffee mug chipped and my living room carpet stained, I felt something snap inside. Every visit came with hidden costs. Food was disappearing faster than I could replenish it, my utility bills spiked, and every so often, small things would break. My guests would apologize half-heartedly, or more often than not, just leave without a word. Each time I had to replace something or pay extra, I felt a pinch in my bank account. But when I brought this up to my family, it was like I was speaking a different language. My mom brushed it off, saying, "It's family, you can't put a price on that," and my siblings just joked about my fancy house as if it was only fair that I cover the extra costs. My privacy became a thing of the past. I'd find people going through my kitchen cabinets, helping themselves to my toiletries, and using my personal items. It felt as if I was invisible in my own home. And the worst part was, whenever I tried to gently bring it up, my concerns were dismissed. My mom had this knack for redirecting the conversation, saying things like, "You're lucky to have family around. You'd be lonely without us." I could feel my patience wearing thin, but at the same time, I didn't want to create a rift. My family means a lot to me, and I didn't want to be the selfish one. A few weeks ago, I tried to set a gentle boundary. I asked my mom if family members could give me a bit of notice before stopping by. I explained that my work was getting more intense, and I needed time to unwind at home without unplanned visits. She just looked at me and said, "Oh, don't be silly. We're family, you don't need space from us." Then came the straw that broke the camel's back. One of my siblings invited a couple of friends to stay at my place without even asking. They showed up with bags in tow, ready for a mini vacation. And when I asked why they hadn't told me, they looked at me like I was the unreasonable one. "You've got the space," they said, as if that settled it. That weekend, I barely slept, and I couldn't even find a quiet corner in my own house. The minute they left, I walked through my house, looking at the mess left behind.